Hello, Zano. I'm just, speak of the devil, I was just finishing setting up, just a sec. There we go, microphone adjusted. How are you doing? As you can tell, I'm wearing a burgundy shirt because I've been doing interviews today. But I've noticed in this camera, it has a purple sheen to it. Like a very, very nice sort of like tone. I kind of like it. I mean, it did cost me a lot of money, this shirt, so it makes sense that it looks nice. Hello to you too, Laura. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be having fun today because we've got another picnic to look forward to that I have no idea what it could hold. We also have to switch over to gameplay. Find a little house for this guy, and you, Cole, and you, Dino Boy. It's a nice looking shirt. Thank you. It's funny because I was obviously interviewing at home because we did virtual interviews for all the different applicants. And I was interviewing with a very smart shirt, but I'm wearing pajama bottoms. Spooped on! The spoopy little Trudon. It is an ultra rare, and now I have a new mission of collecting every single spooky ultra rare, which is fun. I will, however, quickly dump everything in here. Oh, I think this covers everything, so we'll actually keep all of this on us. But we have got this guy to find a home for. Now, Truman is only ever going to be replaced when we get ourselves a beautiful melanistic Trudon. Over here, we have already got quite a few in here, so they might not be too happy, but we're going to find out if they'll be okay with it. What's one too many, you know? What's one too many? Come on, Spooped on. Let's get you housed, homed, and happy. So all we're going to do is remove some of the stuff, just so I can place one down. I don't know how big it needs to be. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it only needs one. Perfect. In that case, let's pop some of this Flyagaria back, because we do not want to deal with that. I can't place it. There we go. Right. Spooped on needs a pen. Well, guess what? Very happy, but you've been for a walk. Let's check the others. Happy enough. Happy enough. Beautiful. I want to see the aloe. Dano, next one, I want to do T-Rex and Theri, but I will fit in a... Oh, no, I want to do Sarko. We will fit in a quick view of all of them next time, because the aloe sounds interesting too. And yes, it's interesting. It is DLC and update day, so if you haven't already, you can gain access to the DLC by purchasing it on the Steam store or any of the other store pages that you may have got the game on. And also, the update is out and it's a free update. They've also dropped a changelog, which is quite nice. I'm very appreciative of that. I always do love a good changelog. And of course, in the next stream, which is next Monday, I believe, I will need to double check that later, we'll be doing a longer stream between 8 to 12 hours, and I will be doing giveaways of the DLC. So if you've got the game on Steam, I'll do a Steam giveaway. If you don't have it on Steam, I'll do the game and the DLC. It just makes it easier. It's really boring, is the one, at least the one I saw. Well, to be fair, the Aloe has 2 or 3 patterns, so one of them might be. For example, I'm really happy with the Trudon we got, but I would love to see it on one of the other patterns. Like, where are you? The Proud Lotus pattern right there. Okay. I don't know if that's the exact same. I think it is. Yeah, look, it's the exact same pattern. But you can absolutely get different patterns of them, so that's great. Phoenix, colleague is over. I must return to home to check on the cuteness. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. The new animal. But yes, mate, we'll do enjoy the trip back and the cuteness, of course. But we're going to be going live for in a couple of hours today. It's quite a shorter one. I've got 9 days off, of which I have accounted for every waking minute. So it's going to be a wild ride the next 2 weeks for me. Oh, crap, I dropped the Snickers. Oh, wait to see it. Aloe got 2 patterns. V, did you see Tyrannosaurus Rex's? Yes, I did. I'm so happy for him. Oh, ad break. Apologies for those that are now experiencing that, but hey. Yeah, I did see. I'm incredibly happy that he's finally got one. Phoenix has gifted 1 tier 1 sub to Dano. Thank you very much, you candy god, you. Right, today is the same day that we actually found the ultra rare, so we actually have to do the ultra rare checks in the rest of the world. So bear with me a moment, okay? Before we do that, and we actually get into the fun of it, give me a second. I just need to open up this, because I will forget if I don't. Chat predictions. Oh, my ears just popped. Oh, that's a weird experience. Oh, come on. Oh, the screen's being weird. Give me a second. You know what? Let's go back to chat. Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, no, like the bottom of my screen isn't appearing, so I have to do it in here. Slash predict. There we go. Chat. Ooh, start prediction. I'm going to say, how many will I get today? Remember, it's only a 2.5 hour stream. Not a super long one today. Might even get up to 3 hours, but we are going to do the picnic at the very least, so we'll see what happens. How many are we going to find today? But once again, thank you, Phoenix, for your candy gifting ability. But yeah, I did see Tyrannos's ultra rares. You have no idea how happy that made me feel. He's finally got some ultra rare Rexes. Not just 1, he got 2. I'm guessing he put down 20 candy. I'm not too sure. I put down 10 on one, 7 on another. It didn't work. But I have got 7 candy for next year, which is very useful. Very, very useful. We are in Triasia. I need to remember that. So we don't actually have a spawn up there alongside the Desmatosuchus. But all is well. We're just going to move at our own pace and try and find a couple of ultra rares today. I didn't load up DCSB. Oh, that's BCSB. DCSB. There we go. So that will be our counter. He put 29 at once, so if you had one more, he would have gotten 3. Yeah, that's crazy. I am the stream guardian, guarding the streams. Ads cower before me. Yes, Phoenix, that you are, mate. That you are. Oh, my ears have gone proper mental since they popped. Don't like the feeling of it. We've got the Staracos over here because it is Triasia. Obviously, Triasia comes with a picnic, which is the big highlight for me. I can't wait. Currently, right now, just a very big tangent, the 3D printer is on in the garage. So once the stream ends, I'm going to go check up on it because it's about a 5-hour print, give or take. And by the time I'm getting ready for bed, I can just basically turn the printer off, which is quite nice. But the print itself is the base for the Mega Ray Quasar. It's going to be quite a big boy, which is why I printed it at 0.05 rather than 0.02, just to save some time, or I was looking at a 17-hour print. And I was like, I'm good. Like, you can print it in parts, but when it comes to a base, I want it to be, you know, it's not solid like I wanted. I did keep it hollow to save quite a bit of resin, and prevent some suction happening. But I am happy with sorry, I've just got to change something quickly. There we go. How it's going to be, because it's just one solid thing. It's not going to have too much warping and trying to fit things together. Ugh, no thank you. I've just seen that Spike has shown up. Yeah, Spike, I decided to grow it out, mate. I would say I saw an interesting company name earlier. Phoenix, you've got me curious. You have to tell me now. And Laura, the Trickster's jack-o'-lanterns will not be lit, so you can see who it is. That is the key. Look, when we all looked together, we couldn't figure out. We thought it might be the rhyme, and we said maybe it's because they're not lit. There's it. It was a truck with the name Bell and Sons. However you say it sounds fast enough. It sounds quite British. Bell and Sons. Belland. I like that. I was right. That you were, Kate. That you were. But we found the answer. We know what we've got to look for. Very happy with that. It's a very good event. In my opinion, it rivals the picnic. I do hope your first Halloween picnic, your first trick or treat, is a guarantee, and I hope the rest aren't guarantees, so you have that element of ooh. But if not, it's fine. They're still an ultra rare. You still have to do something to get them. I'm very happy with it, and yes, very excited. What's up, V? How you doing? Hello, Atomic. Oh, we have 2 lime greens. I see Atomic and Spike is lime green. That might look different between the rest of you, but doing quite well, mate. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Currently, at least. Got a very, very manic next few days. I mean, tomorrow... Look, the other day, I went and picked my mum up from doing a really long run. She ended up running over 100 miles, 20 hours straight, in the peeing down rain, like, soaked through to the bone, almost got trench foot sort of level. And I need to tell you a story about that. That is the rare. That is the rare. I need to tell you a story about that, because you're all going to laugh at my misfortune. That is a light blue, damn you. And this is where we got the other guy today, so we know they're not. Prepare to laugh. So, story time. I drive down to Nottingham, specifically Sherwood Forest. Yes, that Sherwood Forest. Yes, Robin Hood's location. 'Cause that's where the run's happening. This is identity theft. Is your mother aware of a new son? Yes, yes. And it was wild because I got there. So a place called Go Ape is where I parked, which wasn't the correct parking because it's a little bit further down, but it's fine. They didn't mind. I paid for the parking. Who cares? I go to the visitor centre. How do I get to the running place where they're all running currently? Go that way, follow the signs. What they didn't tell me was the signs led to the entire running track, which is about 4 miles long. I think you can guess where this is going. There were 2 paths, one going that way, one going that way. I went that way, and that way took me on a 4-mile trip around the entire thing, so I didn't actually see my mother for a good hour after arriving, because she ended up running past me. In fact, she said, and I quote, "I was thinking, who the hell is this Muppet on the path?" I was the Muppet. I was the idiot. I was the plonker. And, yeah, I ended up ruining my trainers, soaked to the bone, very warm still because it's muggy and humid, and tired. So I had just driven a couple 100 miles, got there, walked for about 4 miles. My mum then was like, we've called it, we're going to do it there. And my mum was the furthest female runner. She's like 50-something, and she did over 100 miles. She's insane. She also has rheumatoid arthritis. Very insane. And yeah, I then went, okay, where am I taking you? Because me mum lives back in Wales. So am I taking you there, taking you to my sister's? Am I taking you back to where I live? What's going on? Oh, I don't know. So I spent about an hour discovering what we might do. Took her back to Wales. I then went from Wales back to my location. So all in all, I walked 5 miles and drove over 500. And I'm more upset about the walking, because it was in nature, and you know my stance on that. Your mother is only 50. Yes. 51 or 2. My mum had me at 21. I'm 30. 51. My granddad is 59. You're making me feel old, mate. You're making me feel old. That's crazy. Right. Nothing today, which is fine. It was a bit of a tangent day. Plus, it was the same day that we got the spooked on, so very happy. Let's go to sleep. My mum's same age, pretty much. Fair enough. But yeah, it was an absolute adventure. Hell of a day. Oh, for goodness sake. Hell of a day. Absolutely shattered afterwards. My shin, so driving without cruise control is hell. Like my shin afterwards is just like pure pain. Wait, amethyst is a herbivore, so don't need the agaric, so there we go. It's funny thinking her saying your name could have been worse. Yeah. You're over 5 years older than me, and my mother is 62. Yeah, my mum had me quite young. So give you a bit of rundown. My mother is a mother of 5. I have 4 siblings. I am the... This is going to shock people because I do not give off eldest child energy. I am the eldest child. She had me at 21. I do not give off eldest child energy. I give off chaotic gremlin child energy. I appreciate that. But I am the eldest. She had my oldest youngest brother a year after me. And then my sister a year after him. And then my twin younger brothers about 4 or 5 years after my sister. Okay, I'm also the eldest gremlin child. We're a dying breed, but we're still there. I've saved the game like 3 times. Brain is not braining. And you don't know. I'm glad to hear that the eldest gremlin is a thing. You know? It's good to know. My dad had me at 19 and my mother was 27. He had a type. Good. Fair play, you know. Both legal age. Just to clarify, over here in the UK, that's 16. So well into their legal ages. And both consenting adults. Fair. I was always told I was a mistake, as in it wasn't planned. I'm not an actual mistake. But the best thing is my friends that were planned, at least I wasn't in regret. Hey. But yeah, no, it's quite funny because like we're all come from different family trees effectively. The first 3 of us were from the same dad, and the last 2 were from a different dad. So 2 dads in total, but I find it incredibly funny that one of the 4 family trees that I herald from is short. One of the 4 has heat issues. One of the 4 has hairline issues. All different ones, by the way. And I inherited those traits. I was a mistake. My dad told me straight to my face. Yeah. Parents like doing that on occasion. But it's better than being a regret, mate. That's the best way of looking at it. Okay, Deku, calm down, for fuck's sake. Watches anime once, begins to make references. Crikey. For a second, I thought that wasn't a silver and it was another polar. Can you go into the light? Just... No, okay, cool. Almost a pink hue to it, so I got a bit concerned, but it's all good. Like, if you have finished the video with my build, don't worry about the score in the last bit. It's AI generated to avoid copyright. You're welcome. Not too comfortable on using AI generated. I probably will use the video and talk over it anyway, so don't worry about it. But because even if it's AI generated, they might use a score that's composed of it's a very blue Uplo. I feel like my saturation settings are different. It might be because I'm being thrown off by being, I don't know, grey, but either or. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll be talking over it when we get to that competition. I'm sure Spike may end up with an entry as well. Spike likes to build. We shall see. F you, I read manga sometimes, man. Yeah, no, I'm messing, mate. I'm messing. I'm only saying that because I literally have 3 metal posters or disc plates of My Hero Academia above my desk. I also have Chainsaw Man and Gallantmon from Digimon. Fun fact. My Dr. Stone collection shivers. Dr. Stone is great, to be fair. I do love that. For those that haven't already, just so you are aware, there is a prediction live, so you can do /predict or prediction, I can't remember, but there's also a little button at the top. You can click on that and gamba your V points. Also, we have got a couple of ultra rares to be named after new followers or new people in the chat. You don't necessarily have to be a new follower. Just if I see a name and I'm like, ooh. So I know we've still got one for Soju and one for Sarcastic. So we've got those 2 names to probably run with. So I'm excited with those because they're both S's and they've got quite a nice bit of cadence to the wording. So Soju, there's quite a bit of work we can do there. And Sarcastic, I mean, that's going to have to be a Sarko. We've all established that's a Sarko Sukas. You've just got an initial D poster. My god, I haven't heard of an initial D in absolute donkeys, mate. Also, it's raining. God. Here's one for you. Does anyone else remember the pipe dream that was Megas XLR? Because that was an experience. It wasn't an anime, of course, it was a cartoon, but yeah, same thing. But does anyone remember that? Because, my god, I remember talking to that about someone recently, and I was like, memory. Nope, too young. Yeah, I know you are, you wee one. But, like, Megas XLR, just hilarious. Chicks, what's the song? How did the song go? Chicks dig giant robots. I dig, because dig was apparently a keyword that the kids would use. Giant robots. We dig giant robots. Megas XLR. Something like that. Haha, brittle bones. Access storage. Doop, doop, doop. And we'll save the game. But yeah. Oh. I see you've taken a Gamba spike on 3. That's actually probably a safe bet for a 2.5 hour stream. It's not too bad. Maybe 1 less, maybe at 2, but it's not a bad Gamba. You quit Minecraft. Ooh, oh, Spooked Don's now a helper. Ah, have you retired from the block building days? And Laura also confirmed that you're an eldest, but not, you don't think it counts as a gremlin. Valid. Have you put behind you your block building days, at least until Minecraft 2 drops in I don't know how long. Some point, I'm sure. They can't leave without a sequel. Why didn't I get on Nimbos? My brain's fried, right? I finished a night shift at 7 AM. I was up at 1 to start doing interviews. I think I'm allowed a little brain farting. Kind of, right? Maybe. Joking, I just put Minecraft videos on hold because I feel nothing at resentment. It feels like a chore all the time. Yeah, no, I can get that. Like, if I record only Minecraft for a brief period, it gets monotonous. So I'm really glad I have Paleo Pines, and looking to the future, there are other games I'll be exploring on the YouTube channel. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably keep streaming Paleo Pines because this tickles an itch and feeds an urge of finding ultra shiny stuff that not many other games can do. Pokemon, yes, and we will do Pokemon Legends ZA. I have to get a new capture card for that because the current one does not work with the Switch whatsoever. I'm looking forward to that and any other Pokemon games on the Switch or Switch 2 or whatever the successor is called. I'm looking forward to finding out its name. I thought it was going to be last week. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously, we got the leaks last week about what it looks like, what its possible potency was, and all that sort of stuff, but we kind of knew that. I've been hearing it's October now, and if it's not October, I'm going to stop taking guesses because I'm getting annoyed at the rumours constantly pushing it back, although I will admit September was definitely a little bit more information on that front, so give them credit. He just wanted to do a walk around Paleo Pines like he did in real life, meandering through nature, yeah. Minecraft 2 exists, wait, what? I've been recently recording Roblox, and my god, it is so much easier. Yeah, I can imagine it is. And plus, there's a lot more variety to Roblox. Like, Minecraft tried to capture that with the really crappy worst version of Minecraft, known as Windows 11. Or Windows 10 version, Bedrock. I don't know what it's called. It's awful. I'm sorry. The only times I ever play it is when CompuCraft comes out with an absolute banger, like he does every time, and I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a go. But otherwise, I just do not touch that version of Minecraft. It is inferior in every single way. I do not like it. Java, till I die. It's how I've played it since the beginning. It's how I'll always play it. Yeah. But I've heard that it's like, that is what they tried to do. They tried to capture that magic that Roblox offers, that variety, that spice of life. So I'm kind of like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Is there any you think that might be a good bash to give a go as a group? You know, me and you? A duo? Because I did enjoy our last one. I'm just really bummed about the fact the audio was absolutely destroyed. Which next time I will probably go over the recording process the same way I did with Beeves and Excited. So we will either use in-game audio if it's available, and if it's not available, we'll record the audio separately and you can send it to me because it'll be significantly easier. I found a few games. I'm looking forward to giving them a go. So guys, just to give you a heads up, as I have got like no time, I've got some family stuff going on at the moment. I don't really want to go into detail, just some stuff going on. We are still going to do 2 long streams within the next month. The first one is next week. The following one would probably be a couple of weeks after, not immediately after. Just because I want it to be Paleo Pines for the first one. Paleo Pines is the first one. The next one will be a bit more fun. A bit more fun, that's not true. A bit more varied fun. So we'll be doing things like Phasmophobia. We'll be doing some more spoopy games, some other stuff as well. I will dive some more into Trails, of course. But for now, Paleo Pines is the big one next week. In the meantime, we'll figure out what's coming next. What is going on underneath this desk? Oh, there it is. There's the leg placement. There is where I can put my legs up. Nice. Nimbus's little crate is under the desk, so I can put my legs on it. Got to do more Phasmo. It's been ages. Yeah, absolutely. I tried doing it myself on the new Lighthouse mission, and I could not do it. It was too big. So I would very much appreciate yourself, as we have done that before, mate. Since my card isn't working, my mum just bought me a Spooktacular DLC. Let's go. Oh, that's amazing, Dano. I look forward to seeing what you think of it. Is that the Spooktacular DLC, or is that the Trick or Treat DLC? I can't remember what it's called. I've already forgotten their names, and that's awful. So let's go through their names quickly, actually. Refresh the brain box. So, Paleo Pines. 2 new DLCs. Where are we? Oh, my arm. I burnt myself, and it hurts. But no, I'm glad that you've got the DLCs now, mate. Dano, they are awesome. And Spike, I haven't played Phasmo since last September last year. It's been a while since I played it. It's been a very long time. I think the last time was with you, Drake, and Meerkat, I want to say. That was an experience. I've got to give credit to Mir. Like, full credit to Mir. Also, we had a new follow, but it didn't tell me who it was. Because it doesn't always tell me. Especially if you're on a private account, so I apologise. As you have now followed, you will be able to chat fairly soon. So I look forward to seeing a new chat, because that means I'll have a new name to think of for one of our ultra rares, which I'm excited about. But yeah, I've got to give Mir full credit, because definitely not in their comfort zone, horror games, but they did their absolute best. And you got better as well. So, you know what? You both did pretty damn well. I mean, at the beginning, I was an absolute blubbering mess. And then I finally got a little bit better. So I'm kind of proud of that. We all did quite well. Terror therapy, if you will. But it was a good bash. Oh, he says, you know what? When Spike says, you know what? That gets me curious. Because I do, in fact, not know what. We need to try the Loch Ness game again. No, we don't. It tried to break my PC last time. We absolutely do not need to try that darn game. Loch Ness. broke my audio drivers. I had to, so it wasn't actually abundantly clear to me for a beginning, but like basically one of the DLLs just completely just crapped itself after that game. I had to completely reinstall audio drivers through a BIOS update. Do you know how freaking annoying that was? No, I will not be touching Loch Ness again. I'm quite alright. Any other game maybe, but that was crazy. Hello Ardle, welcome. We're currently just taking a chill pill, just moving along, trying to find an ultra, and also getting to that lovely picnic that's coming up. I say lovely, we don't actually know if it's going to have anything, but picnics are always fun. Part of the journey and all that. Why? Come on. I just explained why. I do not want to have to go through that again. That game is funny, and trust me, it was truly funny, and janky, and trust me, it was truly janky, it was. I cannot justify the fear of, is this going to absolutely wreck my $4,000 PC? So I'm absolutely not doing that. I can't find the DLC for the Switch. So I believe it is rolling out, because I did see it on Twitter, so you might want to give it a bit, because Nintendo, unfortunately, is usually the one that lags behind. If you can't find it on the actual page for it, try searching for the DLC separately. Just type in Spooktacular. But in some areas, it takes a hot minute to load onto. Like, I remember when Sword and Shield came out, I actually got access by about 30 minutes before the rest of the world, because the UK, for some reason, got 30 minutes early. Don't know why. So it's one of those that the Switch is, you either get it really early or maybe a bit late. Gosh darn it, Nintendo, I've got beef. Same. Why aren't they announcing Switch 2 yet? I have been enjoying the Switch 2 memes, like people just constantly posting, oh, this is the... there will not be announcement of Switch 2 at this event. Like, replying to everything from the Sony PlayStation State of Play to the bloody Labour conference. I've been having an absolute giggle of that. Phoenix, stop giving away candy so you can fix your laptop. Yes, we need your laptop fixed, because you were talking about playing Left 4 Dead 2 on spooky season, and that sounds like an absolute blast. I love Left 4 Dead 2. The last time I played Left 4 Dead 2, 7 years ago, with T-Rex, Riot, Beaver, and myself, obviously. And that was playing with the Raptors mod, where you're all different Raptors, and Raptor Jesus as the flashlight. I remember that vividly. That was so much fun. The best thing about like old Valve games is their modability. They are unmatched. You can absolutely mod something to an insane level. I hope this game ports over. Ports over to what? Oh, to Switch 2. Yes, so do I. And I'm sure it will. I'm sure they're going to have backward compatibility. Paleo Pine's Discord list patch notes. Yeah. There are, and I think they posted it on Twitter as well. I can't believe Beaver flexed his game on Instagram. What game are you referring to? Do you mean the fact that he's had a child? I wouldn't say that's flexing your game. Mate, you missed it. It was 2 streams ago when we discovered, because I found out on Instagram as well. And I was flummoxed, because I literally recorded with him like only like less than a week before. And I was like, what? Like, no idea. It was... reached out to him. He's absolutely doing a great job so far, and he's really excited about it. So I'm genuinely buzzed for the man. He's sick. The man-child, sorry. He's awesome. Right, let's go to a new day. But yeah, no, just the fact that he posted on Instagram, and I was just like that. Still working the hardest difficulty Left 4Dead 2 because I'm still stuck on Carnival. Oh, it's been a while since I played it, but I remember having to try and get all the achievements, and that was an ordeal, especially when it had, like, kill a certain amount of zombies, and it was just like, this is not happening. Man will be a great father. He just got that autism happiness, which is just great. Yeah. He will be a great dad. He's got the dad jokes. Dad jokes? Dad jokes on lock, which I will say makes me proud. I've been having fun with dad jokes at work as well myself. I've been told, please God, stop, but I won't. For example, ooh, that's the rare orchid. If it had the white banding, it would have been the ultra rare. That is fine. For example, one of my new recent favourites is, see, my uncle, he recently lost his job as a geologist. I always knew his job was a bit rocky. How do you think he likes his drinks? Go on, how do you think he likes his drinks, guys? Former geologist. On the rocks, Laura says, no, strong because he lost his job. Hey! Oh, I love that. Right. Oh, first time chat. Dr. Deep Sea Jess. That is a name. It may have been me unless someone followed me recently. I'm here for the dad jocks. The dad jocks are plentiful. Welcome. I actually think your name is going to be really fun to try and figure out a ultra rare name for. Ooh. Ooh. So we have Soju, Sarcastic, and Jess. We also had another one that I will have to check Outlook because it was on my email that I received the name, and it was actually quite good. I think it was something Rika, I want to say. It was good. It's something that we'd have to try and figure out, but yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to figure that one out. Cool one, Steve, for me. You know what? Yeah, when we get a chance, I will name one Steve. How about that? Hello, Vicente. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. It's Thursday and nearly Friday. As a shift worker, weekends mean jack diddly squat to me, but I hope your weekends that are coming up are going to be glorious. Mine are very busy. I'm going to be in 4 different counties over the weekend in 2 different countries, so a lot of fun. Fortunately, I have to drive on one of the days, not both days. That's quite nice. Well, I am a doctor. I studied at deep sea, and I'm Jess. That is dope. Like, genuinely awesome. So you've got a PhD, or whatever its equivalent is in other places. So I think they're all PhDs, aren't they? Shows my knowledge. In, is it marine biology, ichthyology? Where does it lie? You've got my interest, because I've always liked the wet place known as the ocean. Well, is water wet? We're not going to have that argument. Yes, it is. So I've always loved it. Prehistoric marine life is kind of my jam. I'm covered in tattoos. Left arm, pterosaurs. Right arm is prehistoric marine life. I've also got one on my chest, but that's a red hood tattoo, and that's irrelevant. So you've got me genuinely curious. I also want to be able to call you Jess, but like I put respect on the doctor. So I'm going to call you Doc or Jess, whichever you prefer. But my sister recently defended her PhD, which means she's actually a doctor now. And she does science too, except hers isn't in the same realm of biology, though it is still biology, but it's biology chemistry because it's genetic research and cancer research. So, yeah. PhD, pretty horrible degree. I like that. And mostly studied deep sea corals and genomics, mostly biology, but I love fossil. That is incredible. Genuinely sounds like an incredible career path. So fair play, and congrats to you too. Sounds awesome. I am but a simple IT worker, which I love. So I'm not going to complain. And as you can see, Spike is in fact Batman, apparently. Although, to be fair to him, actually, you know what? I've never seen Spike and Batman in the same room. There might be some truth to that statement. You know what? I might give you a bit of credit there, mate. Fair play. It is important, yeah. Very much. When someone asks if there's a doctor around, you could say yes. Yeah. Are you a billionaire? Yeah, because that's what separates you from being Batman to say Rorschach. So well, no, Rorschach's a little bit more violent. Who's less violent? Daredevil? Do you have the Catholic guilt? That's part of his big shtick, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know about I feel about seeing you with hair. Yeah, you'll get used to it. It's taken me over a couple of weeks to get used to it. It's weird. It's weird. I get it. Like, it's very, very weird. I've got massive case of bed hair at the moment, though. Bed wig, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. I'm allowing that because fraud is absolutely getting allowed. Don't you want about I'm Bruce Wayne? Wait, you said you have parents. He's a fraud. Crikey. So would it be Gestacular or Dr. Gestacular? I like that as well. If someone's having a heart attack, then I'll make sure to explain coral population connectivity so they don't die. You know what? You know what? That might work. We don't have any empirical evidence that it won't. So it might. I'm just not used to it. Yeah, that's valid. It's valid. I don't think it helped that when they did it, they gave me more hair than I was actually anticipating. I've currently got it down. I can put it up, and I can put it up quite a lot. But I've got it down because I cannot be asked today. And it was like, yeah, I've gone from 0 to like 60. This is quite quick. Like, I wanted it shorter so I could ease into it. But no, it's fine. I'm getting on with it. I'm enjoying it. The only downside is it's very itchy. Maybe the doctor adds some professionalism, which is what dinos deserve. You know what? Yeah. If we get a dinosaur that's an ultra rare and we're naming after you, I'm 100% incorporating doctor into the name, because that distinguishes it as a distinguished gentleman, lady, or person. I like that. Well, person, dinosaur, but you get the inference there. And I'm 100% going to make them... How would I make a doctor-based enclosure, though? That's the thing. No idea. Oh, Vicente coming in with some paleo news. There was a new T-Rex species discovered in Mexico. You got me interested. It looks like you have a bowl cut. Yeah, to be fair, it doesn't, and I'll explain why. It's got depth. The problem is it's really dark, so you can't see all the different layering that's happening right now. So I'll tell you what, let's define it a bit more. I'll give you the full wig sweep. Look at that, right? Now it looks crazy, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna have to adjust completely. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's have some thing. It's still got some product in it. They said the product wouldn't, would last a little while. I get it, but it lasted a lot longer than I thought. Headset bump does not count as depth. You absolute cretin. You absolute cretin. Look, I can make it a proper bowl cut. Give me a second. I'll make it a proper bowl cut. Flatten it a bit. Come on. Okay, I've got to cover this part because I can't really make that into a bowl cut. Look, that's a bowl cut. But yeah, it's a lot of effort. I did not realise the first time. Oh my god, I look like some sort of really crap Yumi at 6 dropout. Give me a minute. I've got to adjust this properly now because I can't really see from that distance. They do not prepare you for the fact that you have to possess, for the first time in 15 years, a freaking brush. I kind of missed the faux hawk in that way because it was just simple. Wake up, it's done. God, I look like an absolute cretin now. See, I shouldn't have messed with it. I was fine with it. Yeah, a bit bowly, but there you go. You can see some depth now. Go away. No, oh, for goodness sake. I can't judge because the mirror is flipped. The camera, mirror. Look what you've made me do, guys. Alright, that'll do. It's the one curl for me, yeah, 100%. Just the sort of cowlick. Except not going upwards. Sorry, I just read Phoenix's quote from the quote channel about what Spike said in the past, because, yeah. It's okay, but when you say my parents hate when I call the car the shaggin' wagon, then they seem to be living parents. He's basically denying you Bruce Wayne privilege. I mean, you don't have to be Bruce Wayne to be Batman, but you can't be Bruce Wayne. Also, I found the parasaurs. I actually did something. Well done, Dano. The parasaur quest was I feel like a bit short-lived, but I'm kind of glad that once you get it done, you're effectively still got quite a bit of quest log to get through. I just choose not to because I am a disorganized mess all the time. I think it looks good. It does. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Trust me, like, it was so hard to get used to. So hard. It was quite funny because I was always intending to not tape it down at the back so I could flip it forward and just shock people, like doing a little bow with my hair. Couldn't. Because they taped it for me, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like it's properly normal and respectful to ask, for this wig, can you not glue it down at the back, because I really want to mess with people. But hey, that might be something I can do in the future, which should be interesting. Parents are noble, Batman has contingency plans. That concerns me, Spike. That whole sentence concerns me. But moving on to Vicente, Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie. I haven't heard anything about it. I didn't even know it was out, to be honest. It's sort of skirted under the radar with everything else that's been going on, but is it genuinely that good? Because, like, it has the best thing going for it that all the other Transformers films didn't have. It does not have humans in it. Which is what was focused on far too much in the Bay ones, in my opinion. Probably going to get told off for that, but I just thought the humans were too important. Like, I wanted to see Optimus Prime shredding some more, you know? It was out in the US, but it's not in the UK till the 22nd of October. That would be why. But I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it, because it's on my radar. Not one to watch at the cinema, but one to watch at home at some point. Absolutely. I need to watch Agatha, the third episode. I'm assuming it's out, because all I've seen trend on Twitter, apart from the last JJK chapter, or Jujutsu Kaisen chapter, leaks, is the word Mephisto. And I need to know if that's a reference to the current episode, or if people are just talking about Mephisto. But I don't want to click on it to find out, because I want to find out organically. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching episode 3. I'm hoping it's already out. I think it might be. I don't even know what I'm having for dinner tonight, which usually means I'm going to, over the process of this stream, argue myself into a domino. So please watch how that develops. Because I'm going to be honest, I think that's the progression point. Is your hair organic? Yes. So it is it's natural hair. So that is the good thing about it. Which is weird because, like, how to describe the actual feeling of the system itself is, and I don't think many people in this chat will know what this feels like, but I'm sure a couple of you will. It feels like wearing a beret, but like a military grade beret, and you get used to it, like you forget it's on. Sort of like almost like a tight feeling just around the top of the head. You could be Terry McGinnis. He could be Terry McGinnis. Batman. Also, still bummed that they dropped the Batman. Oh my god, I've forgotten what future Batman's called. Guys, what's future Batman called? This is awful. I watched it as a kid so much, and my brain has drawn nothing but a blank. Batman Beyond, thank you. Yeah, so I'm so upset they dropped the Batman Beyond animated film that could have happened. Well, there's like 2 people immediately. Odd has just got the DLC as well. Odd, I'm so looking forward to finding out which of the spooky dinosaurs is your pick. I picked the Trudon, of course, because it's the best boy in my eyes. But I need to know what your first pick's going to be. Because, yeah, I'm very chuffed with the Trudon. I love the colours. What's your Domino's order, though? Well. It is criminal. I'm going to warn you all, right? First off, I'll preface, don't worry, I don't put pineapple on my pizza. But, here we go. Right, tell you what, let's load up Domino's and look at my last order. My last order, they're currently having a bit of a garlic and herb dip shortage, which is the end of the world for me, because it's my favourite dip from them. But hey. Right, Thursday. A while ago. Totally not last Thursday. Mighty Meaty ×1 large stuffed crust, barbecue sauce. So the generic one that as it is, but changing a few things. So I changed it to barbecue sauce instead of tomato. Hot dog slices, olives, pork meatballs, salami, extra smoked bacon rashers. Took away the tomato sauce, obviously changed to barbecue. Ham, mushrooms, and ground beef. I love mushrooms, I love ham, and I love ground beef. But they're not the same as the better stuff. I then ordered a separate large pizza of the ultimate spicy sausage, which is salami, andouille, and red jalapenos. Those were totally shared among other people, and I did not consume 6,500 calories of pizza in 2 days. I consumed 6,500 calories of pizza. Well, actually, it was 3 days, which, if you work out, is less than 2,000. Well, it's around 2,000, which is still not awful. And that's all I ate, because I have no concerns eating pizza for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Now I get to see everyone's review of my order. Stuffed crust or bust, exactly. Me, the Micro After or Wero for Laura's choice. That's an excellent choice. Barbecue sauce, nice. Okay, so not too bad. Nope, wait. Kate then says barbecue sauce is worse than pizza with pineapple. Those are fighting words, Kate. I love pineapple on pizza. See, look, that's where we differ. You like the pineapple. I may like curry on pizza and bananas on pizza. You like pineapple. I'm joking. Apparently in Sweden, that's a thing. And that's awesome. I like a bit of diversity on food. Why not? Does it go all into your hair? It's actually stuck to the scalp, dude. That is how it's done. Okay, 4 choices. Pachycephalosaurus, Microraptor, Wiro, or Taco. I love all of those. I support you. No, you're supposed to be on my side. But yeah, I love barbecue. The good thing about Domino's as well, at least in the UK, I don't know about those across the pond, because in case it's apparent, I don't have any dietary restrictions. I used to be a pescatarian. Due to low folate anemia, I actually started eating meat again. And I appreciate people that have dietary restrictions. My brother's a vegan, for example. But Domino's has brought out some absolute bangers on the vegan range. Like, I don't like vegan cheese. I will preface it. I will have it without cheese. I cannot stand vegan cheese. But their vegan pepperoni is S tier. So if you ever get any dietary restriction, genuinely, Domino's has some pretty good options. At least in the UK. Vegan cheese is not it, yeah. I appreciate that there's an attempt, and I will actually say the best vegan cheese I ever had was a smoked provolone-esque vegan cheese, and it was actually quite pleasant. But otherwise, I just cannot dig it. I'm absolutely fine with lacto-free cheese or sheep's cheese, goat's cheese, etc. But yeah, it's the one thing I can't get behind. That and chocolate. I can't stand vegan chocolate. That's because I'm a sweet fiend and I like milk chocolate. I detest dark chocolate with a burning passion. I don't want to eat a brick of tar. I'm fine, thanks. I'll have my white or milk chocolate. And though saying that, I did have a really nice coconut milk chocolate, and that was quite nice. But yeah, no, they're vegan options at Domino's. Genuinely, if that's your requirement, restriction, or choice, you have quite a decent selection there. Plus, now here's the stinger, guys. Do you know what the best thing about Domino's is? How is cheese not vegan? Explain it to me, I don't understand. Cheese comes from milk. Milk is an animal product. It's not whether or not the product is sourced ethically, although in some cases there are vegans that do consider certain milks, certain cheeses, certain things like honey, if ethically sourced, vegan, although there are those that don't, and both are valid takes. So it's not vegan. Or not considered mainstream vegan, I should say. But anyway, as I was saying, the best thing about Domino's is, here's a fun fact, at least in my local areas, they deliver on Christmas Day. Cow slavery. Sorry, I've never had it described as that, but valid. Yeah, actually, it wasn't that I had to add permitted for the term slavery. I had to add the permitted for the term cow. Automod be wilding. What? Yeah, okay. Alright, fine. Fine, Automod. Be weird. Yeah, so Domino's delivers on Christmas Day. Now, you might be wondering, what sort of heathenistic monster, rather than having a Christmas dinner surrounded by his family, friends, loved ones, or even acquaintances or found family, etc., or even pets, and instead goes to work every single Christmas on Christmas overtime and eats a large Domino's pizza? Who would possibly... It's me. I've done it for the last 6 years and I will continue to do it. I have had overtime on Christmas Day for 6 years straight. So this year will be 7. And every single time I get to work, because I don't work from home on Christmas Day, or I do, depending on if we've got enough cover. If we don't, I'm happy to, because I don't live too far. I will go on site and I will order it. And the best thing is, profits on Christmas Day go to charities, usually to young homeless charities, but they also have done quite an extensive group of charities as well. And on top of that, the delivery drivers may not practice the Christian holiday, so it's not really a loss to them, and they actually get paid quite well for working Christmas Day, I found out. And I always give a massive tip, because, like, my rule of thumb is, with a tip, it's usually 20%. However, on Christmas, I give a 100% tip, because it's Christmas. How could I not do that on Christmas? So I recommend it. If you ever have a Christmas dinner that just goes pop, or the plastic melts or whatever, check Domino's. They might be open. Of the phrase, it didn't like cow. Exactly, how wild. Anything that can be remotely offensive. Thing is, cow's not even remotely offensive. Loads of people love the animal cow. Like, the cow as an animal is loved by a lot of people, so I don't understand it. That's so slay, honestly, 100% tip. Exactly. Like, I do not always give a 100% tip for obvious reasons. I appreciate service workers. They are an absolute requirement in society and should be paid significantly better. But at the same time, I cannot afford a 100% tip on most of my orders. I will, however, do it on Christmas because, yeah, it's Christmas and they're working on Christmas. Whether they celebrate it or not, doesn't matter to me. I want to see the meaning in it. It's just spreading that holiday cheer. Wow, it's actually not raining. I've just realised in-game. In real life it is. I mean, it is England and it's September. Of course it's raining. But in-game, I was not expecting it to not be raining. Still flooded in the basin, though. Shock. I love that energy. Yeah, like, just because, you know, some people don't celebrate the holidays for any religion or certain religions, so on and so forth, you can still bring that energy of what it should stand for to other people without imposing it on them. Just be happy, be cheerful, be kind. Like, it's always a shock to people because, like, I often, when I can, attend midnight mass because I'm not a practicing Christian, but I am a man of faith, and that always shocks people. They're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. But also science, yeah. I'm a monotheist of no set faith, and I genuinely enjoy the holiday season. I always have. There was a brief period where I didn't, for reasons, but, like, as I got on, like, we've been able to recapture the joy because my family now, we don't get gifts for everyone. Trying to get gifts for a 7-person household plus partners is aneurysm inducing. So, instead, what we do is a very lovely thing of Secret Santa. We all put our names in the hat, and one of us gets one, and so on and so forth, and everyone gets someone else. It's a £100 limit, so don't go over that, please. If you go just over, it's fine. And you ask them what they want, but you can also be a bit creative. And you've only got to get for one person, and it's so much fun. It genuinely captured the joy of Christmas again. I see that the thing you just said there, Phoenix. Yeah, that makes sense about why they might do that. I'm good at Secret Santa, not everyone is. That's the thing. We always say, drop 3 suggestions of what you would like. And if someone was to go a bit more creative, then they're absolutely welcome to. Unfortunately, or fortunately I should say now, because before that, my family got into a niche with me. Let's just throw dinosaurs and anime at him. And I love that. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with that. But you kind of want a bit of variety come the Christmas season or holiday season, don't you? You know? Spice of life. And now, it's so much variety. Like, I love it. Oh wait, I've just convinced my partner that hiding tiny dinosaur models for our house, for our wedding, throughout our wedding reception is a good idea. The question is, what type of dinosaurs do I hide? Oh, you could do like a... I love that. Genuinely awesome idea. I think maybe... Ooh. You could make it really fun. So you don't have to just do dinosaurs. Hear me out, right? If there's any... Ad starts in 5 minutes. Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to interrupt my speech. If it's going to be... Are you near any water features? Are there any tall places? Because hear me out, right? The water feature, prehistoric marine life. You've got the Mosasaurus. You've got the Plesiosaurus. If you want to go even further back, you've got Devonian period. You've got all that fun stuff in the water. Okay? You can tell it's my preferred form of prehistoric life. It's prehistoric marine life. Point being, you could do prehistoric marine life in maybe like a water fountain, maybe quite bad, but maybe in the lavatory rooms, maybe above the sinks, not above the toilets. You could put pterosaurs on trees. You could put them maybe in little rafter areas that you can actually reach. I don't know. There's a lot of fun there. Personally, I think the worst version... I don't think it's restricted on the term. Okay, yep. There is a rumor that Transformers 1 might be the last Transformers movie if it doesn't do well in the box office. It probably won't do great. It's animated, and it's animated in a style that might not capture the casual non-kid audience, which is where my brain went. I went straight to the forest. I did a mistake. Let's get out of here. I was wondering where the Megalosaurus was. Not there. But yeah, it was... I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, like you could absolutely have fun with where you pop the dinosaurs. You could make it like a little thing at the end. Maybe someone wins a bottle of bubbly if they found them all and documented where they are and didn't move them. Or the one that finds the most rather than all of them. That could be quite a bit of fun. Say, make a game of it too with rares and ultra rares that aren't as many of. Make it fun if your guests can handle it. Yeah, you could absolutely, because it'd be great. Because, well, maybe not just a bottle of bubbly for the winner, maybe a packet of sweets for the kids, because the kids will absolutely fall over themselves in a competition like that. I genuinely think that's probably one of the funnest ideas I've heard of for a wedding reception. So, like, actually hiding little dinosaurs, genuinely, so niche, so you, which is important. I think it's great. You can make them all blue, so, you know, something borrowed, something blue. You got the blue. Yeah, no, genuinely. Oh, it's giving me ideas. I love the idea of hanging some as well. Exactly. Out of context, that sentence made me question a few things, but now I understand. Yep, hanging them from rafters and stuff. Yep, great idea. Put them, make sure they have wings. Suspend them, I think is the right term we're looking for here, without any other connotation. There we go. I think you could have a lot of fun with it. Genuinely. But I'm just a 30-year-old man-child, so... what do I know? Oh, that burn on my hand is giving me absolute grief. Kind of nervous because I've got, as I said earlier, I've got the 3D printer running and it's on different settings to what I know works. It's a new setting that I don't know works, but it saves time, so I hope it works. And I hope that I'm not going to go out to the garage in a couple of hours' time and find a pool of resin from a pierced vat. That would make me more upset. But we'll find out in a couple of hours. Gotta wait for it to actually get to a point that I can actually see it, so... There is that. Also, we've not had any ultra rares yet. Oh, we were going through a drought, weren't we? I forgot about that. Dinosaurs, flying dinosaurs. Oh, oh yeah, flying dinosaurs, my favourite. I'm waiting for it. And before anyone does it, please don't. That's what I'm waiting for. No hanging here. Exactly. So, all happy and suspended. Exactly. You able to go check on it on a break or something? Nah, I'll do it at the end. This stream's going to be 2.5 hours long. Next week is the long one. And at the end of it, I get to review to see if anyone is online and streaming Paleo Pines. Because then I will raid. Keep the Paleo Pine fun going. Share the love, as they say. The suspense of it must be killing you. It does when I remember, but you have to remember I have the memory of a goldfish. And yeah, it does, because I have the memory of the gold. Yeah, you get the point. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll forget about it, then I'll remember about it when my alarm goes off in about 2 hours, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go check on it. Oh, by the way, V, there are pictures of the puppy in the pets corner for free serotonin. I saw them. I do love a good pupper. Good pupper or kitty picture are always welcome in Discord. It's one of my favorite channels, and it sounds weird to say because I also like the video discussion. I like being able to be in the weeb corner, talking the dino stuff in Paleo corner. I get that, but where the pets go always makes me happy. Everyone has adorable pets. Absolutely love the fur babies. I'm definitely a cat guy. I mean, growing up, I was a dog guy. I was raised in dog families, so on and so forth. But when I met Nimbus, cat guy. Actually, I like dogs too. I'm an animal guy. Just not spiders. It's the only animal I fear. Genuinely. Scorpions, awesome. Snakes, awesome. Lizards, awesome. Rats, awesome. Spiders, Hans Fletch the Flammenwürfer. Yeah, not my cup of tea. But genuinely, I love all animals. Except for spiders. I have the brainfish of a memory. Exactly. I'm sad because I cannot be near puppers. Oh, are you allergic? I saw that from earlier, Atomic. Appreciate the repost just for good measure. Saw it earlier. I probably won't play the score because I don't like the idea of using AI-generated stuff. I will, quite frankly, just dub over it anyway. So we're all good. Also, I do have access to copyright-free music anyway, so I'll probably, if I need some music in the background to fill the void, although I have verbal diarrhea, so that's never a problem. I finished the video, I've just reread the exact same thing. I do have the brainfish of a memory. Good lord. Right, you are not going into the forest first. You are remembering that's what you did last time, so you can avoid it. You are going to hope you find an ultra rare soon, however, you have come to terms with the fact you are currently in a drought. The last time the drought ended, you ended up with a flood, and that's what we're hoping for. Whether that flood starts soon, or probably on the next stream, we can wait. It's fine. But yeah, no, I appreciate actually putting effort into scoring it as well. Though not fan of the AI part of it, you did actually try to source a score, which is kind of interesting. So do appreciate that, Atomic. But yeah, we'll go over that competition probably in the coming months. I'm thinking we'll probably start it around November time, because October's got a lot of content that's happening that I've got to record. I know what's coming out. Paleo Pines, we've got to go through this DLC, a lot of it. Go through new tips and tricks. Also, play the game. Also, I've got a build that I'm currently working on for Minecraft. And also, Amber Isle is out this month. AKA Animal Crossing, but with dinosaurs. And shopkeeping. But then again, you kind of did all different jobs in Animal Crossing. You've been a mayor. You've been a home renovator. So yeah, it's Animal Crossing, but with dinosaurs. Dinosaur Crossing. Do you play Zelda? Asks Odd. No. Not the recent ones. Are you kidding me? I got a supernova and a cloudy sunset or sunrise, whatever it's called. Both of them stripes and not spots. Yeah, so I haven't played Breath of the Wild through. I did about an hour into it, and I just couldn't gel with it, which is weird because it's my kind of game. I just don't know why. So I haven't touched Tears of the Kingdom for obvious reasons. I don't feel like it'd be right to play the sequel without playing the first. But I played all the old ones. Wind Waker, Majora's Mask. He says two of the most. Twilight Princess. There's a few out there that I have played when I was younger. Weird glitch just happened in my game. I was playing in the evening and Dapplewood left the area, and instead of loading me to the next area, the game loaded me into my ranch at the beginning of the day again. So what possibly happened is if it wasn't evening, it was nighttime. So when you actually transition between scenes, because I've actually found this out before, time still passes. The only time that does not pass is journal, which I'm glad I checked. 3 dinosaurs need attention, or pausing. So what's possibly happened is as you've been transitioning between scenes, it has gone from that to the danger zone. Maybe T. At least that's my thought, essentially. Sorry. I sneeze a lot and my eyes water and I look like I have a fever as my face gets red. Oh, what an interesting thing. My nose just gets itchy if I talk too much, which is pretty much all the time. I'm so excited for Amber. I can't remember if it's coming for Switch though. I think it is, but at a later date. I feel like you'd like Tears of the Kingdom. I probably would, and I'd like to sit down and do it. But unfortunately, I have got a massive list of games to play through in my own time, sort of thing. Like, I record and stream stuff as well, of course. But I play games I enjoy. I mean, look, I've got notes. Hold up. Let's go to my sticky notes tab. I need to finish getting all the trophies for Space Marine 2. I need to finish getting all the trophies for Unicorn Overlord and finish that game. I also have to finish Trails into Daybreak, and I also have to play Metaphor ReFantasio when that comes out. I've got a lot. But I have been really enjoying Space Marine 2. A lot. A lot more than I thought, but it's given me Gears of War vibes, which touches into that nostalgia that I haven't tickled in years. I've really enjoyed it. It's quite a lot of fun. I really wish we would get a Fire Warrior 2 because Tau for life. Also Votan. I like my Votan. Like a Deep Rock Galactic, but with Votan would be awesome. But I do consider collecting a third army, which is Dark Angel, so yeah, it's fine. You have a mathematics joke for me. Ooh, Atomic, far away. Yeah, I know that some stuff rolls over from Breath of the Wild, and I absolutely will play it in the future. I'm probably playing it on the Switch too, because I've heard rumours that it's getting not remastered, but brought up in line with the Switch 2, which would probably capture me. Because, like, it was incredibly run for what is a 2 generations ago console. But, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting on the Switch 2, or Switch version 2, or Super Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I reckon it'll be Switch 2 or Switch version 2. I don't think they're going to push the boat out too much. They don't need to. Look, the last time they did that Wii to Wii U, it got a bit weird. Then again, they've also done things like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Pocket. I hope the Switch games fit in the Switch, though. 2, apparently do. Based on the CAD results, so the actual draw-ups and the way it looks like the Switch 2 physical media accepts, or physical device, accepts the old Switch 1 media. This is rumours. Take it with a grain of salt, but it does look like we will be able to with old devices and cartridges. The only thing is, I think it will be like the Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, if anyone here can remember that, where they got like a little lip at the end for the 3DS versions, but you could still play them on the 3DS and the DS on the 3DS, but not the 3DS games on the DS. I think that's the way they're going to approach that. What do you put when you put root beer in a square cup? I don't know, Atomic. What do you get when you put root beer in a square cup? Because I have more physical games than digital. I actually have more digital than physical, but I also do enjoy good physical releases. Fingers crossed. Yes. Switch 2, I'm looking forward to finding out anything about. Can't wait. Atomic, I'm looking forward to hearing the result of this dad joke. Dad joke. I think that's going to be a new thing. Dad joke. Goodness, we're only 8 days away from the picnic now. Although it has taken me a while to get there, but we have had a brain fart and just a slow day so far, so yeah, it's fine. We are getting there slowly but surely. Oh, 3 dinosaurs still need my attention, though, because I forgot about that. Oops. Who is it? It do be Compound Loot and Raven. I can't remember if they're over there or over there. I think they're over there. So let's quickly get some carnivore kibble. Beer. I like that. Atomic. It's a good one. I get it. It's good. Yes, it was this one. Oh, no, it's not. But these guys need food too, so actually let's just two birds, one stone it quickly. It was the other location, but I can live with it. And also I didn't get a full fill up there, but I'll survive. I've still got like 20,000, no, 15,000, sorry. It's not the end of the world, plus those would have been up pretty soon anyhow. Also, I need to dump stuff away so I can actually try and get a full set of enclosures. Let's speed along at the speed of sound. You're not the right enclosure. You are. I think it's been about 2, maybe 3 years in game since I had to feed these guys, so kind of love deluxe food sometimes. Just not for Dinocarus. Because that's a nightmare. Right. It's a new day. It's not actually an old day. So let's go have a little gander. Where did I put you? Does anyone see Nimbos? What did I... Oh, I dumped you over here, didn't I? Yeah. That could have ended in tears. Because I'd have had to have ridden lucky or something. For a new day, at least. Okay. Did I put the stuff away? No, which is fine. Find a place for it at some point, I'm sure. Note on the ultra rare front so far. We don't have any mega checks to do. The mega rare this season is the baryonyx, and can I be arsed to wait around till night? Because it's effort. Oh, I feel like there's a spider crawling on the back of my head. There is not. Thank God. Because what would have exited my body at that point would have been sheer terror and probably more than I'd like. Also, we've got our omen. We have absolutely got our omen of the day, because that is 5 Pachycephalosaurus of the same colour, 3 of which share the same pattern. Well, they all share different patterns, but they share the same ones in some cases. 3 and 2, which makes me think the last time we had an omen as good as this, guys, the drought ended and the flood began. So let's keep our fingers and toe beans crossed. Is the glue letting it? No. I kind of wish it did, because if it did, I could probably get like a matchstick or something underneath there and start itching like hell. But it's not the glue. It's like, actually, when I said that I felt something climbing up, it was like the back of my neck, which is not where the wig lies. But, you know, I'm fighting the power, because every time something moves in this room, I'm always paranoid that it's a spider, because I've had far too many encounters with spiders in here. Yeah. People don't know that I have like an neuroticism when it comes to spiders, because I do. Before going to bed, I have to check under the duvet, behind the pillows. I have to check on the floor, to the side of the bed, on the ceiling, around the windows. I have to identify if there's even a small spider. I'm that neurotic. And when I have to sleep downstairs because the housemate has the bed, it's far worse, because it's a floor-based sofa. Mattress. It's one of those Japanese futon mattresses that rolls out and stuff. Trying to do the checks then is a nightmare, which is why we have spider repellent in the house. Because, yeah, also Nimbus. Although he occasionally toys with them and doesn't actually moider them, which is what we want him to do. Yeah, I have arachnophobia. Yeah, I also have a very acute sense of arachnophobia. Irrational, maybe, but we evolved to be fearful of them for a reason, so not technically irrational, but irrational in my situation. There's no venomous spiders in the UK. There is, however, a venomous snake, but you don't see them too often, and I like snakes. Something I always tell myself is that spiders aren't interested in me. They want all the other creepy crawlies in the house. Yes. However, that doesn't bring me any happiness. What brings me happiness is spraying spider repellent around the beds. It's just like natural oils and stuff. I would use non-natural stuff. I would absolutely use artificial stuff that would stop them a little bit better, but we have a cat, so I won't do that. But we use, like, you know, natural alternatives so that it doesn't interfere with your poor kitty. And also, knowing that I have a pair of shoes right next to the bed downstairs if I need them. It's a big comfort to me. I also do the thing that I learned from a YouTuber slash content creator called Mr. Sark, which is when I enter a room, I make as much noise as possible if it's dark or if I know there's spiders in there, and close my eyes while I do it so that I scare them away. So by the time I open my eyes, they're no longer there. So I must ignore them because they get rid of everything else. I would happily live with everything else. Oh, we'd be swarmed by flies. We'd have centipedes everywhere. I don't care. I'm okay with that. Yeah, as I said, it's an irrational fear. It's not my weirdest fear. Definitely not my weirdest fear. I don't fear any other animal. I fear other experiences. I fear flying. I have an absolute horrific phobia of flying. I hate it with a burning passion. One of my worst flying experiences was when I was flying to Barcelona for a trip to Ubisoft back in the Hungry Dragon days when I streamed that in their office. And I fell asleep and I woke up to turbulence. I did not know what was going on. I'm not going to lie. Had I eaten too much beforehand, I probably would have needed to get changed because it was horrific. I was like so shocked. Yeah. No, don't like flying. Got a fear of open water. I don't mind it when I'm in it, but I can't look down. And I also have a fear of, it's a weird one. I recently developed this. I don't have a fear of dying, which is odd, but I do have a fear of the apocalypse. It's niche and it's come out of nowhere. It's just come from continuous dreams of the apocalypse. So I just go, an existential threat, like just, yeah. It's probably my fault because I've been reading and watching a lot of cosmic horror. I admit that. Definitely my fault, but come out of nowhere. Well, it's my dad's logic and I live in his house, so yeah, valid. I have good reason to fear spiders. The brown recluse exist. Well, I never come close to them, but still. Oh, yeah. Look. We all watched films we shouldn't have growing up, like Eight-Legged Freaks, and they may have instilled a deeper fear of spiders into my system. I'm also aware that I have a very unique fear of spiders in that I don't mind tarantulas, or thick boys, as I like to call them, because they're just giant gerbils with 8 legs. I do, however, fear the gangly ones, the lanky ones, the long, thin, slender legs. Terrify me. So I would much rather be in a room with a tarantula than in a room with a daddy long legs. Or a house spider. Weird? Yeah, I know. But I find tarantulas quite interesting. I have recurring apocalypse nightmares for no reason. See, Kate, look. I'm not the only one. I'm glad to hear. I have gone through every possible apocalyptic scenario by now as well. I've had the zombie apocalypse several times. That one's quite a big one that recurs a lot. I've had dragons, I know. Weird. Not quite normal. I've had World War III. I've had nuclear war, World War III, same thing, so quite a few of those. Aliens coming down, destroying us, that's quite a common one. Something outside of our control, well, aliens can be as well, I guess, but like something outside of our control, like an asteroid is quite a common one. Rapture, the end of days is another one. Like, I have a quite consistent, like, nightmares of the apocalypse. Like, I would say every other day. Like, I dream often. Don't know whether that's my happy meds or what, but I dream often. Yeah, it does pop up a lot. So what about fat bodies and spindly legs? No, I think it's the spindly legs that cause me problems in spiders. I've only been on one airplane trip to and back, and it wasn't long ago, and there was little turbulence, but I hate taking off and landing. I'm prone to vertigo. I don't get vertigo. Vertigo. Go, not co. Vertigo is me. I don't get vertigo. Just like I die in the heat, but I don't get sunburns. Still take protection like SPF because you need to, because though you might not get sunburnt, you can still get radiation damage, aka skin cancer. So I am still careful, but I just don't get sunburnt. But I die of the heat because I don't regulate temperature properly. Hey, what a monkey paw situation that is. Doesn't get vertigo, doesn't get any form of issues when I'm flying. Hates it. Doesn't drink alcohol at all. Well, I do now. I've started again recently. Not too much, nothing too crazy. But I don't feel the after effects of it. But I don't find the buzz in it either. So it's weird. Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry. We are definitely having a Domino's. I say we, as if I'm not going to be the fat bugger that's eating both the pizzas. Vertigo, vertigo, yeah. It's one of the reasons I honestly started watching you before I even knew about Paleo Pines. Vertigo, vertigo. That's crazy. I'm very glad that that association has created that. I'm not going to lie, Odd. You don't get yourself, you may want to introduce yourself to get yourself to get to know yourself. Laura, that broke my brain. Thank you. Oh, my tummy is rumbling. It do be hungry. I think it's starting to eat itself. Do I have a Domino's? I think I do. I watched Myth Hunters as a kid, so I had a severe fear of Bigfoot. A pterodactyl cryptid, I know what one you're on about, I can't remember its name. And Mothman, which gave me a fear of being alone in the dark. But Mothman's pretty chill. Also, there is a statue of Mothman, and he has cake. I'm talking, he's caked up on a Tuesday. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but the statue of Mothman is caked. Yeah, but it's nice. But it's an odd thing that brought us together. Exactly. We relish odd coincidences like that. But yeah, no, fun fact for those that don't know. My name, Vertico, or Vertico V, you can just call me V, or Vertico, comes from Jericho and vertical, or vertigo, smashed together. There are no deep meanings behind it. I like both words because I like the way the words sound, so I put them together. Vertigo was born. Weirdest origin story, I think, but hey. I think my favourite one is, because there's always a good origin story to a lot of names, like, for example, Beaver. James Beaver. That was an obvious one. But one of my favourite ones is Razbowski, which I'll get onto in a second. Hold on. Just refilling my vape. Razbowski. Which turns out it came from, like, a childhood time. I remember meeting him in Insomnia, and, like, when it was sort of explained at this on stage at Insomnia, it's a gaming festival from a few years ago. He explained it, I can't remember it correctly. It was his like wrestling name, if you will, but it was a reference to obviously the Big Lebowski, and it was like Razbowski, and I was like, okay, I can kind of see it, and it was just fun. I was like, oh, I like that one. It's just uniquely weird. But some really good sort of origins of names and stuff. Some odd but nice ones out there, I'm sure. See what I did, Odd? Just see what I did. Hey. Occasionally I was asked to go check in the middle of the night. Check the mail in the night, and I would book it back so I wouldn't get picked off in the night. That is an interesting story. Is that how you became Phoenix? You ran at the speed of a phoenix? To be fair, Phoenix is a dope name, to be honest, so, you know, valid. Like, there's quite a few people out there that just have some interesting names, and you feel rude asking, but I always want to know, where does that come from? Why is that your online persona? Tell me the details. So, yeah, like, always feel free to share where your name comes from without me having to ask, because I always feel weird asking people, you know? That's why you ran, because of the Mothman theory, I see. Yeah, that's actually incredibly valid, mate. That's incredibly valid. Like, I tell you what, I don't have it anymore. As a kid, I did have an irrational fear. A very irrational fear. Has anyone played Dragon Age? Because the dwarves in Dragon Age have a very advanced form of agoraphobia, where they think they're going to fall into the sky. I developed that when I was younger because because I played Dragon Age, and I couldn't go on swings in like play parks. Because if I looked up, I genuinely thought I was going to vomit because I was going to fly into the sky out of pure fear. I didn't feel sick because of anything else other than the fear. I could not. And when I went onto roller coasters as I got older, I started to shake it off a bit. But to begin with, I didn't. So, like, I could keep my eyes open when we're doing loop-de-loops and going underground, whatever. The moment we started going upwards, I was like, so I had to close my eyes. Whenever I check the mail at night, I play a video on my phone quietly and pretend I'm on the phone. That's a good way of doing it. I usually go with Titania. Queen of the Fairies, a frontline persona. Yeah, that's a very valid name. Me. Yep, I like Dragon Age Inquisition. Hello, what have I missed? Hello, Meerkat. Welcome. You've missed no ultra rares. Just a lot of talking at the moment. We've just done some chin wagging, or as the kids might say, a lot of yapping. Oh no, Phoenix are my favourite mythological creatures. I'm a pyromaniac and I love nature. Valid. Those are very valid reasons. Running Havers because I don't Mothman at all the pterodactyl cryptid. That makes sense. Oh, Mir, how are you finding the updating DLCs? Are you enjoying them? Have you picked your spooktacular dino? Nothing here, okay. Also, my ultra rare luck is definitely in another drought. Probably as strong as the first. However, that usually means the flood will be beautiful. Yes. You are enjoying it, good. You didn't know I was asleep at that point. I watched Tyrannos. I watched up to quite a bit of that. When he finally put something over his window, I was so happy. Because, my God, was I dazzled for a good chunk of that by the blinding light. But, no, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to. Not this time. I usually put mirror on when I'm painting war dollies, but I actually had to have an early night. So I couldn't. I usually do watch Mir, but I don't watch live. For the one reason, or live all the time, because Mir does it quite late, because I'm in the UK. When I'm up all night painting war dollies, Mir is great to watch, because Mir is very relaxing with a little bit of chaos sprinkled in. We love that. I just purchased the DLC for my Switch. Awesome. Because you play mainly on your Switch, I'm kind of glad you got a chance to play it on something you're a bit more native with as well. That's awesome. Oh, me too, me. The 1109 part came as I was suggested by YouTube when I was making middle school. However, it was Phoenix 09, but I couldn't spell. I like that. So it was Phoenix with an E before the O. I had a friend that for the longest time, I don't want to say his actual name, but like he was Rogue insert name. But he misspelled rogue a lot. It's one of my biggest bugbears. I understand dyslexia. I understand different spellings across the world. However, one of my least favourite misspellings, and it bugs me. And it shouldn't, because I get that people can't always spell, and it's not their fault. Two of them. Number one is defiant instead of definitely. I will defiantly be there. Who are you defying? The other one is rogue, being spelt rouge. So we used to rip into him a lot. Oh, you're red, are you? No, it's rogue. Well, if it was rogue, you'd have put the U after the G. It was one of those very niche. So don't worry, the misspellings happen all the time. It's fine. But that's so funny that it was, because we used to call him Red and he hated it. Because he was just like, I'm not Red, I'm Rogue. Or you can just actually call me my actual name because you know me in real life. Nope, you're Red. I haven't played with those guys in years. I weirdly enough, don't keep up with any of my school friends, which is a shame. But life. It is what it is. I think the most recent friends I've started to make are War Dolly friends or Warhammer friends. Have I just done this whole day, or am I just having a brain fart? I definitely need to have a vape to just chill for a second, because my brain is melted. Yeah, I did the whole day. I'm Red. You just changed the name to Red. I love that. That's how you get nicknames, exactly. For me, my name is because I love dragons, and I wanted my name to be more unique, so I became Lorana. I like that. I'm going to vape quickly while we go to sleep. He's different. Let's get him. Wait a second. That sounds bad. Oh. But he should have worn that with a badge of pride in my mind, that red. Because we used to love Halo and Halo machinimas. Red versus blue, of course. What I consider the pinnacle and grandfather of all machinimas. So yeah, like red versus blue wasn't a bad thing. The Lion King OG animated movie just come out and I wanted to be a meerkat. Valid. I can't remember the meerkat's name. I always get it mixed up between Timon and Pumbaa. I always get those two mixed up. But hands down, one of the best characters in the show. Phil. And I'm probably sure in the live show too, why not? Oh, Atomic, you look blue. See, Atomic to me is lime green on my screen, but it changes unless you set a physical one. You can actually set the one you come up as, which I think I come up as, is it reddish burnt orange? I can't remember. Hi. Let's type it in the chat. It's red. I appear as red. Dreadmare Wing. That's a very cool name. It's a very cool dragon name. See, if I was to come up with an OC dragon name, I'd have to break the mold a bit. I'd have to be completely unique. Derek. The infamous breaker of chains, destroyer of 3 realms, fire breathing, lightning wielding Derek. It's so stupid. I love it. Like, just imagine just like a dragon with a completely innocent name. Just absolute terror to humanity. We fear him. The tomes have told of prophecies where he destroys all the worlds, all the realms. Yes, that terrible Derek. I love it. Even though my name is extremely common, I refuse to tell my last name because if someone uses my last name first, I want to be able to... Yeah, I don't like my last name being used. Which, if you know my business email, you know what it is, so it's not the end of the world, but my surname is White. I've had several different surnames in my life. I was born Corey Steele. How freaking secret agent does that sound? International man of mystery. Awesome, right? That was my dad's maiden's name. Well, my dad's name, surname. I then became a Vine, which is very French because of the Vigne region. And then a White, which just sounds like a middle-class builder. But hey, unfortunately, when you work in IT, a lot of work does get outsourced to around the world. And in East Asia, Southeast Asia, and actually quite a lot of the Asian continent, they use surnames as a mark of respect. They see your surname, they don't see your first name. So the amount of times I have been in Teams chats and conversing with application support or people of various backgrounds, and they go, "Hello, White." And I'm just stunned that I'm like, call me my first name. It's not even Mr. White. It's not Mr. White or anything like that. It's just White. Hello, White. And I'm just stunned. And I'm like, Corey's fine. Corey's fine. Let's use Corey. It's so weird. But like, I feel for people that have like double-barreled names, and that happens as well, because it does happen. They will call people like different surname, like different names based on their surname, and it's like, okay, yeah, try the first name, please. Which one did you have the most? My most recent one. Steel lasted less than a year, because my parents separated before getting back together, before separating, before getting back together, before separating for a final time. And the second one lasted around 9 years, so Not a large amount of time, but a reasonable amount of time. And then the most recent ones lasted 20 years. So definitely the most recent one. But they're all important to me because they're all different, like, trees of the family, if you will. So I don't prefer any of them. Although I do like the way steel sounds more, for obvious reasons. And also the family that the steel comes from has a genetic growth in the top of the head. I'm not BSing you. It's why I can't go bald. It's why I can't go bald. If I go bald, you see it. I have a cone head. Pointy, right? But as you get older, it becomes an actual freaking horn. So we have the steel horn, as it's called. And it's so freaking metal. But at the same time, weird. Because you don't usually get a bone growth that's hereditary or a bone, like muscle dystrophy, fatty dystrophy, but bone growth in a certain way. Like certain musculoskeletal conditions are hereditary, absolutely. But it's not a condition, it's just a growth. The fact that it's passed down, I am 100% certain an ancestor cursed me by making a deal with a demon. And I will ride that coattail to the day I die. It's one name that was annoying. My nickname in it as a kid was Little Ryan because I had a dad buddy named Ryan. He hunted and fished with a lot. His name has now come back to haunt me because because the GM at my work is Ryan. So you're still Little Ryan. No. Oh, yeah. I haven't had any nicknames. Corey's been easy, or cause. Like, people don't usually have to abbreviate it. It's 4 letters, for goodness sake. People don't abbreviate it. It's spelt weirdly. I appreciate that. But I have had nicknames when I was in the reserves, when I was in the military reserves. My first nickname was BFK, which was an acronym for Baby-Faced Killer. For, you know, I argue it's because I was a lady killer. I was a Lothario. It wasn't that at all. It was because obviously the reserves, and I had the face of a child because I had to shave all the time. Like, I don't think you understand. If I shave, I drop like 6, maybe 7 years off. It's insane. So I had a baby face. Unfortunately, I lost that nickname as time went on because a different one replaced it. I've told you all before about the possession incident when I got possessed. So it became Devil Boy. That followed me back to barracks, to my unit, and until I left the reserves, my nickname was in fact Devil Boy. Yay. Which doesn't go hand in hand with the horn very well. Or it does, depending on your interpretation, I suppose. My surname is very Italian and a region in Italy, but I've been mistaken for Mexican on several occasions. That's interesting. I know that a lot of what's the term? It's something about the Iberian Peninsula, the Iberian Belt. The names carried over to a few South American countries with the colonization and stuff. I know that. So that might be why people make that sort of connection. My name is a weird one. We've established that, but yeah. Interesting though. I know that my mother's maiden, so the Vine, is actually, it's technically Vine, and it's French, because I do have French heritage, which I'm okay with. Loads of people are, look, there's a rule of thumb, right? The English like to rip into the French. The French love to rip into the English. It's a thing we both do, right? We will do it till the day we die. However, the moment someone else tries to rip into France, I will defend them with all of my heart and my honor. They're like a young, no, actually technically an older brother. Like an older brother that we like to rip into and they like to rip into us. But the moment someone else starts to bully them, that's when they're encroaching on mine. No. I get to do that, not you. It's quite a lot of things like that. Like, A lot of Europe is like that. They will absolutely rip into each other, seriously or unseriously at times. But we're 100% chips on the table. You don't get to do that to my mate. My surname is very German. Lol, clearly. Yeah, no, fair play. I work with quite a few people with quite Germanic names, and they were always... You can't say them, like, calmly or casually. Whenever you say them, they always come off quite stoic. So, yeah, I get it. The only nickname I've had is one time my XE show called me Rhino. I've had it once, so it didn't stick. Oh, that's a shame, because that's a cool one. Oh, and Towhead. Or Towhead, I suppose, depending on the interpretation of that letter, that word. I like that. But as a Tau player, that might be a reason why. My own nickname was Piglet because my mum tried to feed me the natural way as a baby, but her milk was so thin, so I had to be fed every hour on the hour until she finally gave me into formula. I was at 18 ounces and slept almost 16 hours because of not sleeping from an empty stomach. Wow. I was a chunky child, so I feel it. I was born quite large despite being premature, and growing up, I had the appetite of a small elephant. My family wasn't well off, quite a working class family. Despite my accent and how the way I present myself, I get that. We'll explain that later. But quite working class. We grew up on what some people call struggle meals, but one of the struggle meals that to this day, I promise you, I still eat. I'm in a good position in my life, financially, mentally and so forth, but I still eat it. Meatballs and super noodles. Now, super noodles are the British's interpretation of instant ramen, if you will, just minus the broth usually. But they're actually really good, which is wild because the English produced it, which is counterintuitive because it's actually seasoned and spiced quite nicely. Besides the point, I used to eat meatballs and super noodles by the freaking mixing bowl as a child. And my parents loved it because it only cost like a pound, maybe £2 to feed a whole family on meatballs and super noodles. And guess what? I'd eat whatever was left because I was a hungry little guy. But I genuinely, still to this day, eat them. Freaking love it. As for what I said earlier, we'll get back onto it. The accent. So, technically speaking, if I spoke with my accent that I would have grown up around, I used to speak like this, for a Somerset lad, mate. I'm from Somerset, Somerset people speak a bit of a twang, that a farmer twang. Though admittedly, I was from Frome, and Frome ain't too much like Somerset. It's just a little bit less rural than the rest of Somerset. Or, when I moved to Wiltshire, I should have picked up a Wiltshire accent, which isn't too different, but you might notice the slight inflections. Now, I have neither of those. Some of them come out occasionally. Sometimes I'll go, when I say, something like if I was to say, the French, like you might see it here, there, for example. No. Growing up, for my Somerset accent, I was mocked in school. I had a friend that told me, because I was from Somerset, the most romantic meal I can make is bangers and mash, which is sausage and potato, for those that don't know, mashed potato to be exact, which I would like to clarify, I think is a banging meal, so I would like to say I'm happy with that. And that I was mentally backwards because I was from Somerset. So I didn't adopt the Somerset accent, and I couldn't adopt the Wiltshire accent, so my brain did the only thing it thought was possible, and unfortunately, it stole a posh accent. So I sound posher than I am. I can assure you I am not a posh boy. But I do occasionally come across posh, or so I've been told. When I was in the reserves, I had to call a Domino's order in, and they said I sounded like an officer, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I sort of, rather than like in your pubescence picking up a new accent, which is when it can still form, I just disregarded the two of them, didn't make a mongrel of the two of them, I just quite frankly made a new one. It's a fun fact for you. But yeah, no, I'm 100% not a posh boy. Working class, middle class roots, I'll admit. Some of my family is quite wealthy. Not immediate family, and quite frank, money isn't everything. That's an ultra rare, isn't it? That right there. That Utahraptor. Right here. That's a mirage or an ocean. I want confirmation. I'm going to check. Yes, thank you. Right, let's press the button. Hey, the shiny noise. Right, well, you are a... Yeah, it is a dupe. I'm okay with having a dupe. We've not had an ultra rare in a while. It is overdue. So, you are a crunchy little guy. I think I've got crunchy on me. Potatoes and crunchy. Yeah, my phone just vibrated. Yes, it's Timber. Timber? Oh, is that what you named yours? 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 4, big 4. An interesting call, I must admit. And I screwed it up somewhere. So, 4, what? Press escape instead of 1, 4, 2, 4, 4, big 4. Yes, my name is Tim. That is Mirage. Did I have... Does that have Ocean and Mirage, or is it just one or the other? Because I can't remember. Let's go to Favorites, which is where I saved the lovely picture. It'd be right at the bottom because Utahraptor. Nope, Velociraptor. So, it does have... No, it doesn't have Ocean. It has Portals and Mirage, and this is clearly Mirage, and I do not have Portals, and Portals is exclusive to the Valley, which technically makes it a mega rare. I did not know that, because it only appears during one season. That was a great timing. Look at that. Befriend instantly. So, who is up? Soju. Sojutaraptor. Soju's one we need to find a name for, and I think it's perfect. Right, you are in a precarious position. I feel like if I soothe, you might go there, so we're going to try feeding you first. Sojuraptor. What do we think? Oh no, Sojutaraptor. Sojuta? Maybe? And we also need one for Sarcastically, but Sarcastically we're maybe going to save for Sarko. We also have the Doc, but I don't know how we'd fit Utaraptor, no, Doc, Utarap, no. Doctar instead of Raptor could work. And yeah, no, I genuinely think Soju might be the best fit for this one. Sojuta. I like it. So, this one is named after Soju, who raided us last time. So, Vertic 32 Fire Kiwi. Oh, that's the texture name for the Kiwi that I was given by Phoenix, that I have used and love in Minecraft. Right. Sojuta, I think, is much easier, so... I can't spell. Look at that. Fantastic. Great little name. Very happy with that. I've pressed the wrong buttons. Give me a second. We've got our first ultra rare of the stream. We're coming up to a picnic, which means we could actually get another one. Where am I butchering this? I think I butchered it again. No, I didn't. Thank goodness. That's what I meant to do. Oh, that's what you meant to do. But yes, no, thank you very much for the help, guys. I think that name is a perfect fit. I checked the rest of there, but I don't think I checked anywhere else, did I? And did I actually check the rest of there? Maybe not. Let's continue with the rest of our checks. I'm going to put my legs down quickly, because... Oh, they're going a bit dead. Because I think I tamed it immediately, because I could. So, let's actually, to be safe, check the rest of our location. No. And, nope, not the right colour. That's fine, because it's always got to check for the underbelly on that, because it always fools me otherwise. Even though they are quite starkly different. Do we know if a certain skins will show up in the picnic? We do not know, Meerkat, and I need to know. So we get to find out. I imagine not. I imagine probably nothing new in the picnic. Obviously, because new game files got generated, the picnic luck changed for everyone. So if you had done before, you might not now, and if you didn't before, you might now. So we get to find out together. Is rare, ultra rare, or rare on Uplot? I can't remember. One of them's rare, one of them's ultra rare, but I don't remember which. So, yeah, surprise. Yeah, I'm actually excited for this picnic. We do not know what's going to happen. Even if I'd have checked in advance anyway, we wouldn't know because of the update. So there's that. So we get to do a fresh picnic today. And next stream, where we're doing a longer stream, we will have most likely 1 or 2 Halloween dinosaurs. And, well, we get to find out then if the first one's guaranteed or if the rest are as well. And we'll probably have 1 or 2 more picnics. So we're going to have some good odds over the next week of finding up to our 200th ultra rare, which will be great. I think personally. Right. Nothing so far. It's not Jurassic, so I don't have to check the Sarco, which is nice. Any dinosaurs need attention? No, but Sojudar left the ranch. And we've got 1 more day between starting the picnic. That is a light blue. Always fools me. Oh, wait, it's raining, and I'm being stupid. I went past the compies and the Microraptors. 3 rivers. Interesting. What we'll do today is, for the stream, we're going to go to the picnic, get past the picnic, because I said it would be about 2.5 hours. I think it's going to be closer to 2.5 to 3 hours because of how picnics can take time. So, give me a minute, all right? We will get through it. Coffee Rose is the rare, yep. Yeah, so it's not the one that I keep finding, it's the one that I don't find. That one I know. I'm going to have a quick vape again. Right. 6 dinosaurs need attention, but I've just noticed that the noble Archaeopteryx, it looks like it's got a false eye to scare predators. Can you see that? That's really cool. So let's go ahead and feed. So we actually have carnivore and herbivores that require sustenance. So let's get the carnivores sorted first because they are right here. I think the Fiend Attacker in that lot was actually right there as well, but hey. Should have seen this one coming, to be honest, because we are, I think our smaller dinos have had about 3 years nearly. I think it's just shy of 3 years without me having to feed them. So they are very efficient, and I love that for them. I've already forgotten which dinosaurs need it, so I think it was Fiend Attacker, was it? Yes, right there. Perfect. I picked up another orange. So let's go feed these guys. Very convenient. Right here. Yeah. Your aloes are out of control. Yeah, they are. You know what? I'm really glad that everyone that's been hunting for a dinosaur that they can't get, whether it's the aloe, Troodon, T-Rex. Admittedly, I have got Troodons. I've got all of the different coloured versions of them. I just don't have melanistic and albinistic. Have had a chance to get them with the spoopy ones. I like that. So hopefully, Dano will finally get his ultra rare aloe. They look like, but coffee rose is light brown with orange spikes and rust is, yeah. And I always get them mixed up regardless. Always happens. I have to check the underbelly. It's what gets me. Right. No. It's fine. We just got to get through this day and we're on to the start of the picnic. Which is what we're kind of looking for. So I'm hoping we don't have a bust. So I like to check one of the ones I really want to hunt for on the first one before we go and find out if it's a bust or not. So we will try... Ooh. We've done juicy. We've done crunchy. let's try Fragrant, because I don't feel bad about getting another ultra rare Rex now. If it were to happen. Which doesn't necessarily mean it will. Ad starts in 5 minutes. Let's snooze that one. Because then by the time the end of that ad break, Picnic will start. So I'm being smart about it. Rust has more contrast. That it does. I can't decide what I want to be my first spoopy one. I think I want to see them all then decide, and that is valid. Completely valid. I saw Trudon. I was like, I'll go check all of them. I saw Trudon and went, actually, it doesn't matter. I want the Trudon. And you better believe I'm going to check for the other patterns of the Trudons, because they have multiple freaking patterns. And because of that, the other one might make me go, wow, even more. But I'll also check the Sarko, check the Rex, check the Theri. I feel like the Theri has got potential to be an absolute banger with those colours. So I'm looking forward to finding out what the Therizina looks like. So, yes, very excited. Oh, that is the Rust Carno, which is probably the best implementation of Rust in any of the dinos, in my opinion. Oh, they're over there. Oh, they're all cubbied away. I can't tell. Let's have a look. We have a noble, an orange, a coffee-ish colour, and a mustard yellow. Ooh, watch Mama Mir stream. Did you go for a Theri? Or did you go through all of them? I'm gonna have to see. I see regardless. I'm so far behind on watching VODs at the moment. I've got like 9 Shield VODs to watch. Obviously need to watch Mir's now so I can see how Mir unfolded with their adventure into the spoopiness. I've got a lot to catch up on. Just not at the time, which sucks. I've been a very busy bee the last couple of weeks, and it will continue for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Basically, when November comes around, I'm going to be chill, and then December I've got a little bit of time off, which I'm going to even chiller with. It's just, yeah, everything folds out at once, unfortunately. I'm really looking forward to pizza tonight now, though. Also, I've still got some Red Bull left. Yeah, I've got a fairly early night tonight. Not early. Early enough to be early in my books. Maybe get to bed 1 a.m, which is early for me. Usually, I stay in night mode. I can't, because I've got interviews tomorrow, and I'm recording tomorrow. And then Saturday I've got to be up early, and Sunday I've got to be up early. So, yeah, and then Monday I'm doing a long stream, which I don't have to be up early for, but relatively early-ish. And then Tuesday I've got to go to get my hair stuff sorted again, and then Wednesday I've got work during the day. So, yay. Also, I'm going back because I just blanked everything in my mind about the last few checks. I remember everything up to the Weiros. Not the Weiros, the Kenshros. I cannot remember anything afterwards. So we're checking again, because that was Brain Fart Central. So, the basin was flooded. Okay, I'm happy. If I don't check the Trudons and I miss a melanistic, I will cry. To be quite frank. Now then. Let's continue onwards. Because it's picnic day. I need to get everything, and including all of my usual taming stuff, from the inventory away, because we need to actually grab a lot. So, let's get it before we actually go to the new day, because that might be a little bit more efficient. So, you will do nicely for spicy and juicy. The old chili peppers. Oh, it's the first cheer we've had, so I've actually not set up the freaking alert. That's my bad, Phoenix, but thank you for the shrapnel, as you've called it. The Candyman has some candy shrapnel. I love it. Thank you very much for the bits. That is something I have to... I've not worked with bits before, so it's new. My apologies. It's not new. I've been doing this for a year, but I've not seen it. But the Candyman has strucketh. Now, spicy. Add some leftover lol. Fair, fair. You do... Where are your potatoes? Because you do crunchy and earthy. So that's 4. I need to get some differentiation between each of them. So for juicy, maybe grab those blueberries. For spicy, grab the garlic. The garlic's also good for crunchy differentiation, so I'll keep the garlic out. I need some fragrant now. And to get some fragrant differentiation, let's get some of the Tama Bloom. Oh, no, Tama Bloom's juicy. What? That's wild. Okay. Very wild. Oh, do I have any earthy? Crunchy earthy. Oh, dandelions. We're fine. We've got everything covered, I think. Perfect. Keep playing. And it's picnic day. So rather than doing the overworld check now, we'll do them at the end. No poppins. Yeah, we'll go back for that because we're gonna go through the list. I'm hoping we don't have a dud, because that'll kind of take the wind out my sails, not gonna lie. But after the luck we've had with the picnic and getting a Droodon, I'm okay with it. So, yeah. Also, ad break starts in 3... Snooze it again. Just didn't actually expect to get here that quickly. Oh. We've still got another day and dinosaurs need attention. I shouldn't have snoozed it. Oops. Oh, well. Which dinosaurs need attention? And how have we... I swear we were on the right day. I've had a brain fart again. It'll be one of the smaller ones, I imagine. It's the Oviraptors in the corner. Well, I think I've still got space for some carnivore kibble. I do, so let's grab that. Not as much as I'd like, but it doesn't need to be a full refill. I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest, at this moment in time. Okay, and then... Oh, one more. This one will be not a full refill, but it will be a decent dent. So, there we go. Not picnic day. Oops. And now I can guarantee we'll find an ultra rare, and I won't have any of the stuff on me to tame, which will drag it out that little bit more. I know my luck. But we'll see. It might be the case that that's not really what's happening. Maybe we won't find an ultra rare, it's fine. Maybe I need to stop speaking that into the world, Ricky Bobby. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Over here we have... Oh, we almost got the 5 Pachycephalosaurus again. That was an early omen last time, but it was an omen. I'm hoping the dams begin to burst with this picnic, and the drought becomes a flood. But I do not have high confidence. You know, green on the tackle looks so good. I didn't really like it on anything else. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I think green is a interesting color for the dinos because there is a lot in this game that heavily leans into green. Heavily. I think, like, if you got a dinosaur in a desert enclosure, you're quite all right. But then again, you've got things for the decorations that are like cactuses and so on and so forth. So you need something to offset the green quite strongly. So it's kind of hard. Which is why, I don't know, but let's say, you know, a skin suggestion or a new coloration suggestion. Purple and green. Evangelion reference, I know, but we'd call it divine or angel if we could get away with that. I think would look wonderful. A very vibrant purple, a very neon green. Have a lot of fun with that. Green is the accent color as opposed to green as the main color. Purple would be the main color, of course. Maybe even throw some orange in for good measure. Because then I can have two of my favorite colors. Purple and orange. And green thrown in. Serious miss that isn't a green pattern called salad on the taco. You know what? Throw that suggestion out there because I think that is a brilliant one for the taco. Genuinely. Taco. Green and red for like cherry tomatoes that are peppered in there. I think that could be quite nice. What are we looking for? No. Ad break starts in 5 minutes. I get one more snooze. But if I snooze it now, it will start the timer now. So I need to try and snooze it just shy of when it starts. Or do I let it happen? No, because we're definitely getting to the picnic shortly. So yes, I need to time this. And for those that aren't subscribed, I apologize. I will try not to do anything. In fact, I'll take a vape break if it happens, because I'm nice like that. And I have a crippling addiction. Bit of both, you know? Bit of both. Once again, I sped through the forest. I remember checking most of them, so I'm not too concerned. I remember the Trudons, which is the one that's usually the one that I get more concerned about. I picked up a table somewhere. I have no idea where from. Can you just find decorations now? Where did that come from? Also, look, you can do that now. Green lettuce, orange carrot, purple cabbage. That makes sense too. Oh. Right. Picnic time. I'm going to go for fragrant first for obvious reasons. We just wanted to just push that boat out there. If I see a T-Rex at any point, I know the likelihood of getting an ultra rare is 0. Because I think I've had it once in a picnic where T-Rexes were involved and ultra rares were involved, and the T-Rex had a chance of being ultra rare. And it was also when I had to pick between the T-Rex and the Trudon. So we're not checking the overworld. We'll do all that malarkey afterwards. For now, I'm just dumping and going. So I want fragrant. You. As it's currently on the fragrant already, I don't even need to counteract. My last picnic, every flavour had an ultra rare. It was so hard to choose. So they always should have a consistency of, if one has an ultra rare, they do all have them. They got rid of the outlier a few updates ago, but I checked 2 to be safe. But you always have to pick which one you want, which is the hard part. Right, let's get this going. I'm now going to snooze. There's T-Rexes, which unfortunately means I don't think we're getting an ultra rare this picnic. We can already see between these guys, there is not an ultra rare. So we'll check day 2 and day 3. Unless there's 2 on the same flavour. Very true. Probably not. All uncommon, exactly. So, let's hope the next one. Maybe day 2, maybe day 3. I've never seen the same dino on 2 consecutive days, though. Oh, that's a Uplo. Not Uplo, Pineco. I see a lavender. I see a rust, which is a rare. And I see another lavender. Day 3 isn't very common for me for ultra rares, so I think we have a bust of a picnic. Darn. Damn shame that. But hey, I can live with it. How many ultra rares did we find this stream? Is it just 1? Where's the last Barry? Because I can see a sloth, I can see a, I think, toadstool. Yeah, that is a bust. We don't know if this current picnic has got an outlier. Maybe Fragrance the outlier. We don't know. So we will do 1. We will do 1 additional check. So far, not looking good. If it is, we'll probably just end stream because I'm getting starving. My leg is starting to fall asleep to being used as a pillow by the poodle. Send help. That's adorable, though. Right. What did I just do? What the hell just happened? What did I just reload? I reloaded the wrong day. I did not go to sleep and save on the same day. Okay, right. I'm stupid. Right. I got it. I think it's a bust. I will be honest. I think we definitely have a bust, but I'm going to check Juicy. I guarantee on Juicy there will be Trudons. Because whenever I see a Trudon or a Sarco or a T-Rex, I do not get an ultra rare. And they all come at the same time, and it torments me. So, let's have a look. Juicy. You're juicy, aren't you? Let's throw you in for good measure. Right. There's a misinput. Calm down. Come on. Come on. I've got no more snoozes, by the way, so that ad is happening in 5 minutes no matter what. But we might end stream before then, so I don't have to watch another ad. Although I do need to raid, so we'll figure that out. Staracos 1, 2. Where's the third one? A blue, a peach, and a peach. Okay, no. Today will be Trudons. I feel it in my bones. My sorely disappointed bones that we've got a bust, but hey, I will survive. Having the bust of a picnic but a guarantee of a Halloween's fine, but I wouldn't mind them also being the Halloweeny stuff being a chance, not a guarantee. Today is Dimetrodons, and we have a Rust, a Sherry, and a Sherry, which is a no again. I've been told to stop giving candy so I cannot save everyone else from ads. Mate, you've given more than enough candy throughout the years, and it's much appreciated, my friend. All I'd say is hopefully we can get your laptop fixed. That's the big thing now, mate. The big thing. And then it's Centros. And they are pea yellow, silver, and just a bluebell. It's fine. We knew there was a risk of a dud picnic. I'm going to call the stream here because I was holding on by a thread in terms of hunger. That was different. Day 2 was worse, yes, but they sort of average out, and if you've got no ultra rares on 2 of them, you're not going to get on any of them, unfortunately. Except maybe if there was an outlier, but the outliers to me have always been juicy or fragrant, so we checked both. I just got paid today, so I'm going to look into an appointment. Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. Let us know how it's go. I suppose you're allowed to eat. Thank you. You're too kind. Right, the ad is starting in 2 minutes 30. Let's see if I can get to a raid before then. Anyone currently live that we follow? Following. Not on this game or something similar, so let's cancel that out. Let's not go for the same category. So we want it to be Paleo Pines. Let's not go for the highest viewer because I wouldn't feel fair not sharing the love. Let's have a goosey gander. Someone new. Oh, there's another mama. That's fun. But I did see one I like. Moonlit Blair. Yeah. Can I raid? Let's find out. Right, you might see me disappear now. But have a great stream with Blair. I hope you have fun. Just share the Paleo Pines love and see how they're getting on. They're Scottish, even better.
Today. Welcome in, Raiders. For those of you who don't know me,